welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a powerful meditation exercise in order to get yourself to the state of being that is necessary for you to attract your soulmate. You see, we do not necessarily attract what we want, but we always attract who we're being. So understanding this, it then becomes an important part for us to actually feel worthy of who we desire to be, to feel whole and complete already, to understand that we can feel the emotions that we would be feeling in the relationship right now in the present moment. And when we begin to condition these into our body, we begin to have more ability to actually bring those opportunities into our life because they actually resonate with that version of us. So this is going to involve a kind of visualization exercise, and then it's also going to involve us beginning to let go of things that don't serve us anymore. And as we do both of these things, we condition ourselves to be that which we prefer to be, and understanding that then the opportunities come into our life that bring us closer to a soulmate connection or to a relationship. So this video is going to be kind of a meditation. What I'm going to do is we're going to take a deep breath in and out together. I'm going to direct your thoughts in a way to understanding more about who you are and give you an opportunity to let go of what doesn't serve you and to actually start feeling the emotions that you would feel if you were in that relationship, and then anchor that as just a part of who you are now so that you live in a completely new way. So with that being said, right now, let's simply take a deep breath in together and then a deep breath out. And what we're going to then do is bring the awareness into our hands and into our feet. And as we do that, we take the awareness out of our head from overthinking into our body. We become more present and more able to actually absorb the ideas that I share. Now, another tip for this is to do this right before you go to bed at night, maybe within a half an hour, and understand that as you go to bed at night, you have more ability to actually influence your subconscious mind. When you're laying down for the night, your brainwave activity is going from the alert state of beta to the relaxed state of alpha, then to the meditative state of theta, and then to the sleep state of delta. As you drift into those deeper levels of brainwave activity, you have more influence over the subconscious mind, and the way we communicate with the subconscious mind is through the medium of feeling and emotion. That's why we should do this right before we go to bed at night if our intention is to get ourselves to meeting our soulmate and to being in a relationship. So right now, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and let's begin. Then breathe out and bring the intention and the attention into your hands and the attention into your feet. And as you begin to do that, you are slowing down the thought process and you're allowing yourself to become more present. So now focus the energy into your chest and your heart and make this more about feeling than anything else. Let's take one more deep breath in and out. And then breathe it out. Now what I'm going to do is just direct my voice towards certain ideas. You can close your eyes if you prefer to, or you can keep them open and just follow along with the ideas I share. So this whole process is about understanding that as you get to the state of being that you prefer, as you start to align with who you really are, you start to anchor in and condition yourself to then attract who resonates with you. So right now what we can do is become aware of the way that we view ourselves. Do you view yourself as worthy? Do you view yourself as whole and complete? Look at yourself and begin to realize that you can appreciate who you are. You can be appreciative for the way that you act. You can be appreciative for the way that you look. As you begin to look at yourself in this new way, you are then projecting that out to other people. That's why it's important that you view yourself as whole and complete and you are grateful for who you are. Because as you view yourself, other people will pick up on that and also begin to feel in a similar way. So learn how to love yourself. Look at yourself and ask yourself, am I loving myself 100%? As you begin to ask this question, you may see something come up. Maybe you get a little bit of resistance. Maybe you feel a reference experience, something that happened in your past that shows you the opposite. Maybe somebody treated you a different way. Maybe something happened and you made a decision about who you are and that doesn't serve you anymore. Realize that what you can do right now is let go of whatever that is. As you start to ask your question in your mind, what would I have to believe is true to feel this resistance? What would I have to believe is true to not feel worthy? Your mind will then look for that reference experience, and what you can now decide to do is to simply recognize what it is and then see that it is no longer who you prefer to be. This is the end of the process. You've letting go. Once you acknowledge it, you see it no longer resonates with who you prefer to be, and you can simply let it go. Now that you've let go a part of you that no longer serves you, you can simply start to visualize the version of you doing exactly what you prefer to do in life. Realize that this is necessary for becoming more the perfect version of ourselves, of being the passionate person that we can be, because as we become the authentic version of ourselves, we're more likely to then resonate with the soulmate of that version of ourselves. If we are inauthentically doing something we don't enjoy doing, if we are not acting on our passion, it's less likely that we will actually attract who resonates with the authentic version of ourselves, which is where our soulmate will be. So realize that what we must now do is visualize the perfect version of ourselves. Imagine that that reality exists right now. And the best part about this is that our brain does not know the difference between what we are imagining and what is actually happening. So begin to feel into the emotion of you doing whatever you're passionate about. Maybe you enjoy painting. Maybe you enjoy being an athlete. Whatever it is, feel the emotion of you doing what you want to do, the passion underneath that. And as you begin to feel that, just simply know that that is who you are. We are now conditioning ourselves for that state of being, and realize that the more you feel this state of being, the more likely you are to actually attract your soulmate. Now, the next part of this process is the most powerful part that we can do. It is understanding that we can feel and anchor in the emotions of what it would feel like to have the relationship that we prefer. So begin to visualize what it would be like to look into the person's eyes of your soulmate. Visualize what that would be. Visualize yourself walking on a beach or doing whatever kind of activities you would do together. Begin to visualize the kind of conversations that you would have, the kind of habits and the things that you guys would do together, how you guys would interact, the different things you guys would be doing, and realize that you can feel into it right now. It's not just the thinking. Feel into what that would feel like. What would it feel like to have that person's presence close to you, to be literally synchronizing with that person, to be saying and thinking sometimes the same things at the same time. Begin to connect into that energy and realize that by visualizing and feeling and conditioning yourself into that state of being right now, you begin to create the opportunities to come into your life as long as you simply realize that you can create this emotion whenever you feel. Keep visualizing it. Keep feeling it, and know that because you can visualize it, because you can feel it, you begin to anchor it into more a part of who you are, and just simply know that after this meditation, that when you go into the world tomorrow, that is who you are. You are somebody that feels that. You are somebody that is acting in the excitement of who you are. You are passionate about who you are. You are able to let go of what doesn't serve you. And as you begin to do this more and more, you begin to align with who you really are, and you begin to realize that you are already whole and complete. So I hope you guys enjoy this meditation. Realize that you can do it every night before you go to bed, that is the most powerful time to do it. That as you begin to do that, you literally begin to anchor and condition yourself to see those opportunities. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it, share it if you found it of value, and as always, I will see you guys on the next vid. Peace, much love, namaste. All right, bye.